What up, what up, what up? Y'all know who it is. It's your girl SV coming to you live at 9:30. We got 2 different time zones here. I'm just playing. But we do have another special guest. She goes by the name of Nikki. You want to introduce yourself, Nikki?
Hi, everybody. I'm Nikki. I'm Fancy's little sister. I'm from Oakland, California. It is 6:30 here my time, and it's nice to meet you guys.
Hey, sister.
Hey, sister. Now we got Fancy. You know, she's not a new guest no more. She been here. But go ahead and introduce yourself for the people that missed the last show.
Hey, everybody. It's Fancy. I'm back. Thanks for having me back with my sisters, SV, and my blood baby sister, Nikki. She's live from Oakland, California. Welcome, welcome.
So, Nikki, where you get the looks from?
I'm sorry. I am so shy.
Exactly. We're all shy.
I don't know. Mostly everybody says I look like my mom. Like I'm the spit image of my mom.
Definitely.
Okay. And Fancy, you got your looks from your dad or
Her dad.
her dad? Okay. All right.
Hey, hi, sis.
I can tell y'all sisters because y'all got the same smile and the nose and stuff, which is cool. You know, I had my brother on here like about 2 weeks ago, and y'all really can't tell we brothers and sisters because we like day and night, like literally. I'm daytime, he nighttime.
Oh, that's good. Now y'all can get kind of a better picture.
All right, so I don't know if you caught up on some of the shows that we've been doing, but you know we've been talking about the soft girl era from like every position that we can come from the man perspective, the woman perspective, the 50-year-old perspective, the 29-year-old perspective, the 40-year-old perspective. But we never had one coming from a home wife that has kids, a stay-at-home wife.
Whew, you ain't ready for what I got, baby.
Oh, we ready? Because I be complaining, and I be complaining about trying to get in my soft girl era. But I don't know. I came to realize that, you know, is it something that I really want, or I'm just like talking about it? Because sometimes I found myself like, I can't be that soft. Mm-hmm. But you know, to each his own. But we would love to get to know you better, and you know, we're gonna share some topics and conversations. And I have this question list that I never like literally got to. That I had the guys on here talking, and I was jotting down questions because I wanted to ask. Like, I wonder, do like any other woman or how any other woman would feel about these questions that I have. Hey, Miss J, sorry we missed you today.
Hey, Miss J.
Miss J in the house. Come on. All right. So, of course, y'all know who it is. It's me, your girl SV. Y'all make sure y'all follow and subscribe, like that like button for me. We trying to get our views up. Last week we hit 100,000 views. Actually, this is like the second week we done did that, y'all. So we don't get nervous now. I see. Don't get nervous. But we trying to build an impact. Have y'all noticed y'all been seeing a lot of soft girl era type stuff now?
Yeah,
like on social media and all that stuff. I was like, oh, this is really a trending topic, I believe.
Yes.
And I'd be thinking like, since it's so trendy or whatever like that, obviously this is a common issue that a lot of women are going through. And by the way, guys, this is not a empowerment of women show. This is a empowerment of people show. like whatever or whoever you are, like if you have feelings, you are definitely entitled. Don't mean they valid, but you are entitled to feel how you feel. So Fancy.
Yes.
She told me about you watching the show and y'all favorite person was Miss J. I feel offended a little bit. But that's why she banned from the show. She can't come back on here.
She's in the chat though.
She's trying to take my listeners. But I think it's really dope that me and my mom can come together as a collective. the daughter and mom duo, and talk about a lot of things. A lot of people are scared to talk to their mom. Like me and my mom, we talk about everything: sex, criminals, drugs, bank robbers, whatever you name it. Like we're comfortable with talking to each other about it because that's my person, that's my best friend. And she kind of instilled a lot of these things that I be feeling, or a lot of things that I noticed in me at a young age. And as an adult, I just realized it a little more growing up. Like, that's something that's necessary. I needed that. Like, now I'd be like, I don't want to tell her she was right, but she was. So, let's talk about what you want to talk about. What was that peak moment that you had it you was like, I want to come on the show, I need to share my story?
Me?
Yeah.
So my sister has sent me the link, and then I watched you guys show, and the soft girl era kind of really touched me a little bit because I don't know what it is either. I don't understand it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it really looks like. But I know as a stay-at-home mom and wife of 3, it's hard for me to be soft. I've been with my husband since we were in junior high school. We now about to both be 35 years old. And I know over the years, I've grown into a different person, over the years. I'm not the same young girl that I used to be, the same quiet girl that I used to be. And I remember one time we kind of got into a little argument, and he was like, "You act kind of masculine." I was like, "What does that mean? What? Give me more than, oh, you act masculine." He says I yell too much. Oh my goodness, boy. He says I yell too much, I cuss too much, this, that, and the other. And my thing is, see, he's always been the breadwinner. He's always taken care of the household, and I've always taken care of our children. It's okay. It's okay. It broke. You broke it. Go tell daddy. I'm sorry. And
we lied.
And so I've always had to do a lot of the household chores and the taking care of the kids because he was going to work. But for me, it put me in a place where I had to take on a masculine role. If that makes sense. Like I'm raising 2 boys. So I have to be hard on them. I have to talk to them differently. I've had to take on a lot of the role as being kind of like a single mother because he's always gone and out. And so when I'm kind of okay. I'm kind of on something. Can you hush? I'm sorry. But for me, when I heard the word masculine, I'm like, how is it easy for me to be soft? I don't understand it. I don't get it. What is it? What is a soft girl era? What does that look like? Because for me, I don't know what it looks like. I mean, what is that? You want me to sit cute and look pretty? How does that work? I'm really trying to understand what a soft girl era looks like for a woman like me, a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. How do I tap into my soft girl era?
So I would love to answer your question, but that's the whole point of us having this. We've been trying to figure this out. This is like the 5th episode of us talking about soft girl era. We've been trying to figure this out because from the man perspective, from the guys that was here, I think I'm going to get a couple more guys to come and talk about the soft girl era and what they think or what they believe. But from the group of men that we did have here, they believe that should automatically be given to a woman. You born to be soft.
But what is given? Because my husband just said easy.
He said what?
Aaron said easy.
So it's easy being a soft girl?
He said it's easy to tap into the soft girl era. But what is a soft girl era? I want to know the definition of it. Because for me, I don't know what that looks like. I think I'm a soft girl. I stay home. I cook. I clean. I take care of my kids.
So I don't think that's a soft girl. I think that's you being a caretaker.
Soft.
So I think I basically think when it comes to like the soft girl, like SV just mentioned, it's been a couple of shows that people tune in and watch the other ones that to sum it up a little bit with what we have discussed, it seems like majority of us women, when we hear the soft girl era, when we take in consideration what the guys have said, what some of the guys have said, is that it means that if you're in a soft girl era, you're totally in your femininity. But then we also had a question that we wanted to bring up today. Well, if we're totally in our femininity to be, a soft girl era, and with that comes like being submissive and being pleasing and things like that, there's Miss J.
Hey, my babies.
Yes. So
we're gonna start locking this room up. What is going on here?
Yeah, so I think when it comes to the soft girl era, that we all have different perspectives. Life experiences have made it different for us to figure out what soft girl is to us or how we portray soft girl in our relationship. But I think totally it's just being in tune with your femininity. And I think we're trying to break down, because with the guys, they think like soft girls, like total submission, pleasing them and things like that. But as a woman, you can get lost. Some women get lost in that as well. So you think that you're soft, you want to be soft, or you just like, I don't know what the hell that is.
I think I just want to know if your husband think it's such an easy thing to like just jump into. Why is it so hard for you to be that? Is it if it's an easy thing? If he feels like it's easy for you to tap into?
Do you understand what he said with easy? Ask him how it's easy. How is
it? Don't duck out now. Come on, sir.
I just want to know, like, how is it easy? Because
I don't know. So he says, not being argumentative, but sometimes I can't help. Hi, everybody. This is my husband, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
As you see,
nice to meet you, Aaron.
My baby won't let me be great. Be quiet. I just want to be put in a place to be soft, So that means I feel like chores. Let me say chores at the house. They should be 50-50 for me. Housework, kid work, everything should be 50-50, because for me, it's like, okay, I get it. You go to work every day. I understand that. And I respect that wholeheartedly. But here, this job don't clock out. I'm a mother of 3 children, a 2-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 13-year-old. This job don't clock out. When you leave work, you should come home knowing that there is another job that needs to be done until these children go down to sleep. For me, that would put me in my software era, because then I could take some time and take a good shower, take a nice bath, and maybe I could tend to you. But by the time I'm done with everything that I have to do, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. So when you do ask me to do something, I'm a little argumentative, because I don't think that you understand nor appreciate what I've done all day to make sure that you come home to a clean house, a cooked meal, and children who are not running them up.
So let me ask, what's your name?
But what I say, it's not that hard.
Hold on, wait. Somebody was talking. Go ahead.
What's your name?
Nikki. I'm Fancy's little sister.
Hey, Nikki. So I hear you. I hear you. But I want to ask you a question, because when we talk about soft girl era, it's not just the fact that you're trying to cater to our men and make sure that they're good, but that soft girl era also is a supportiveness of us as women, to try to we are. So as a person, as a woman, so I hear you saying, your husband be working all day, you at home with the kids, and granted, honestly, I'd rather go work a 9 to 5, 10 to 12, 11 to 7, than to be at home being a mom and doing housework. Cause to me, that's harder. I'd rather go to work and just make money. However, the only thing that it say you said, Jay, was banned. Listen. um. However, have you ever thought about this? Would you still be doing that same thing if your husband wasn't there?
Yes.
Okay. So, and if he wasn't there working and paying bills, would you still be able to be that full-time mom, stay at home mom, take care of babies, and be able to pay your bills and take care of home if it wasn't? Or would you have to be that full-time mom, pay your bills, go to work, then come home, then still see about the kids, still cook, still clean the house, still do everything that you're still doing, but the only thing is that he wouldn't be there?
I have done it.
So, and I'm asking, so is it more, I guess I'm asking, is it more important because as women that are single parents that have to do everything that you do as a married with joint husband, and they still have to go out there and they have to work, and they still have to do everything else, so there is no time. So I guess what I'm saying is that being a soft girl, soft woman era does not necessarily mean that a man have to help you be that, and so to speak, because we should be that anyway, because that's a part of our nourishing. That's a part of who we are. Women, we're caregivers.
Yes, we are.
That do not, slight the fact that yes, even though he work all day every day, he still should help you, because you as his woman that is making sure that the home is taken care of, the kids is taken care of, you still need your break. You still need your time where you can love you. Self-care.
Yeah.
Self-care is way more important than anything, because if you can't take care of you, you're not able to take care of anybody else.
Yes. And that's
Well,
exactly that. I couldn't have put it any better myself. But you know, it does. That's one of my biggest issues right now is self care.
mm,
I I am 35, almost 35 years old, and I have so many health issues you wouldn't even know it looking at me,
Yeah.
And it's really hard to take care of myself, with all the other responsibility I have. It really is.
And that is his job.
I'm
His job is to take care of you. If he don't
yeah,
help
that's
support
true.
with anything else as your husband, it is his job to take care of you and make sure you have what you need. Because you're going to make sure the kids got what they need. You're going to make sure he has what he needs. So it is his job to make sure that you're good, that you have that time. Because, I mean, if it's nothing but, baby, listen, I'm tired, but let me rub your feet. Because I know you've been running all day. Because I'm going to tell you honestly, like my husband, when you say 50-50 on the house work, oh no, I don't do 50-50. He do the majority,
yeah.
but you know, I don't. So, and then I guess in his case, he'll be like, well, she should do 50-50, but who you married. He was the
Yeah.
person he was. You've been with him since you high school. That's the same thing with me and my husband. I mean, I'm 52, so you know, yeah, I know I look good. You gotta say it. So,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
we've been together since we've been together since high school. So, but you know who you choose and the choices that you make, and
Yes.
you know, you have to. I mean, you have to be accountable for it. You know, I tell young women all
Yes.
the time that you are in control of you. I couldn't even stay off the show tonight because I'm just like, listen, this soft girl era thing, it's bigger than just one sided. You know,
It's bigger than its name.
it's bigger than the name because we have to choose. We have to choose to be those soft girls. You know, and in that part of us choosing, we have to choose to take care of us. We have to choose to make
Yeah.
sure that we're good. And if we're with someone that does not make sure that they nourish that soft girl era in us,
It's not
then
gonna work.
It's
it's
not
not going
gonna
to work.
work. That's
You got to
true.
have that. And
Yeah,
I
it's gonna be
sure
burnt
hope
out.
your husband hear me because see,
And another thing that I am learning is how to tell my significant other my needs. You know, one thing that I know I don't do is because I'm like, we've been together forever. You should know. You see
At
how
some
I've
point,
been
he
to
should
DC.
though.
You
That's a
see
long
I'm
time to
hurting.
be
You see I'm
together.
in pain, and I'm like, you should know. You should know. And it's like, no, Nikki, that's not fair. You know, that's one thing that I have learned, that I have to tell him sometimes when my needs need to be met, or when I just need a break or need a moment, because
yeah,
that's one thing that I don't do, because I have this stigma in my head that we've been together so long, you should know. And I have to stop myself and say, no, that's not fair.
But since,
Yeah.
just like you said a little bit earlier, though, it is the communication, because you said even though y'all been together since high school, y'all have 3 kids now. So neither one of y'all are the same person anymore. You're
Right.
growing, evolving, having to make changes and adjust for the kids. So that's why in the relationship, the communication is important on both parties, so that he can understand your needs now and you can understand his with y'all having kids.
yeah, because
Yeah. So that's one thing that I'm learning, is just, to make sure that I let him know, and my kids. Sometimes I even have to like let my kids know, hey, I just need a moment, you
Right.
know. And it's one thing about me is I'm a giver. I can't help it. You need something, I'm doing it. And I'm with that with everybody in my life. I've always been like that. I've always been a caregiver. I care for everybody. I don't care who you are. If you come into my life, I care for you for real, And so it's really hard for me to have to make boundaries for myself also, and say, you know what, I've done enough. I'm tired. I'm not doing this.
but those
That's
Yeah.
boundaries,
really hard for me. That's
Those
really
boundaries are
hard.
very
so
important.
important.
That's
They are like
that's
right
really
now,
hard for me,
you
because I don't want to. I'm not a people pleaser, but I like to see people happy. I like to
yeah.
see people feel good. I like to make my kids happy. I like to make my man happy. I like to make my friends happy. And so I know that sometimes I run myself all the way to the ground because I'm trying to be there for so many people and
Some
do so
people take
many
advantage
things.
of that
And
too.
I say that again.
Some people may take advantage of that because they
Yeah.
know how, sweet and genuine you are. You have to be
Yeah.
True.
careful and protect your space too.
Yeah.
So let me ask
Sometimes
you
you
a
gotta say,
question.
get somebody else to do it.
Right, right.
You're
Let me
right.
ask you a question. So while you making everybody else happy, who's making you happy?
Well, let it marinate, sis. Let it marinate.
Yeah.
And the reason
That's a good
and the reason
question.
why I
That's
say that is because you know at some so in life,
Mm.
no matter how much you try or how hard
I'm
you
having
try,
really bad connection hearing you.
you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Or my face too close to?
I can't hear anything she's saying. I'm having a really bad connection.
what's going on.
It's
But
it's really kind of robot in and out. I can't really hear anything.
So what you can do is try to exit out and try to join back in.
Oh.
And we'll keep this going.
Cause come back, Nicole. Come back, Nikki. Come back.
But yeah, that's a valid point that you was making, Mom, about if you're making everybody else happy, who's making you happy? Because eventually you're gonna be drained out.
Yeah.
And then the moment you say no, leave me alone, everybody's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And
they don't look at how much she been giving and giving and giving, and people just taking and taking and taking.
They're not going to. They're not going to remember that. All they're going to remember is that no. That one time that it's a no, it is going to supersede all the other yeses and all the other sacrifices.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Right.
You can hear me now?
That was my idea. She's just elaborating on it.
Oh. Okay.
I just gotta make it clear. That's my idea.
That's so true, though. Everybody always remembers that one time you said no, and forget all the times you were there when they needed somebody. Yeah. And I think, that's a lot of where resentment in relationships come from too. Because as women, we remember everything. I can't speak, well, for me, I remember everything. I remember the first time you said no, the first time I remember everything. And so for me, I want to say, because I'm such a giver, I had to stop expecting everybody to be like me.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is like me. Yeah. Everybody is not genuine like me. It's so crazy because when I meet new people, I actually became kind of cool with my new neighbor. And it's so funny because one night
I guess y'all all do that, huh?
We were having wine, and she was like, "You just too sweet." She like, "You just too nice and you just too sweet," and it kind of made me feel some type of way, as if she thought I was putting on a facade. And the next day she texted me.
I got a story about that.
She had got a little drunk, and so she texted me and she was like, "I'm so sorry, I went to sleep on you," and this, that, and the other. She just apologized. I'm like, "It's okay, honey. We locked your house up and I went home. It's all good." But she was like, "You're just too sweet. It's just too good to be true." And it just goes to show that she don't have no genuine people around her, because she doesn't believe that there's somebody out there who is genuinely just there to be your neighbor, to be your friend, to be cool, And I was like, "No, baby, that's not a facade. This is who I am." But that just goes to show that's why all my friendships and relationships have such longevity, because I don't take advantage of people. I know what it's like to be taken advantage of, but I don't take advantage of the people that I love.
Interesting, sis.
I had a similar story like that with your sister, Fancy. When we moved here, she was super nice. "Hey, you guys, just let us know if we too loud." And every time something was going to happen, she was hitting me up saying, "Hey, we're gonna have company over. It may get a little too loud. If we disturb you, just let me know." And I was like, "Do you pay rent?" She's like, yeah." I said, "Okay, so why are you telling me what you're doing in your home? You don't have to do that, Fancy." And she's like, "It's just a courtesy, So I was just like, okay. Then one time she's like, "We going out. We want to invite y'all out. We going out for our birthday or whatever." So I was like, okay. So I was just like, you and your husband want to take us out? Yeah, you and your husband. And I was just like, they must be swingers. They're trying to get us. Because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. She paid the tab and everything. I wasn't used to that. So I was like, they trying to get us.
I think it comes from the way our grandmother raised
us. Yeah.
My grandmother, she was really big on love and respect.
Yes.
Ma'am, and yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, and thank you, and please, and just being a genuine good person, was really big for her. She didn't play that none of that crazy stuff. It wasn't calling your auntie by their first names and nothing. She instilled those respect, things in us. And that's how it's so funny, because my neighbor just downstairs, they moved in. When they moved in, I was literally coming home and I was like, "Look, how you doing? My name's Nikki. I live upstairs from you. I have 3 kids. Please let me know if there's any issue." You know, I'm full disclosure. I'm gonna let you know because as y'all see, he don't give me a second. You know, he's always jumping, and they're both working people downstairs, so I get it. But when they moved here, they didn't meet me with that same energy. They playing their speaker, and even though you're under me, I still feel your bass in your speaker. And my husband is like, "Go ahead, babe, do tit for tat." But that's not who I am because I've already let you know. If I have a problem, I'm definitely gonna come tell you. But y'all didn't, you know, and then maybe a couple weeks later, she comes upstairs and tries to tell me, "Oh, your son's a little loud, this, that, and the other." And I was like, "I'll try to keep it down, but I'm not." Because we could have had this conversation. This could have been fixed right then and there. But again, you took my kindness for weakness, and now I know. So I just know that not everybody is just going to be like me, and I just have to learn that and understand it and be okay with it.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, the thing I don't understand is when it comes to like places like that, I don't be understanding like how do you expect people to live like and be happy with what they doing? Like Fancy, no, we music heads, we do music almost all day or whatever like that. But like we came up with an understanding. Hey, if we too loud and it get to the point where it's like, yeah, y'all doing a lot, just let us know or whatever like that, and we'll do the same. But like now it's just like she'll text me, "You must be in the studio, cause I hear you singing through the wall." Yeah, I'm in the studio. Like, would you like me to stop? Girl, we having a concert down here. Like, you know, I don't know, but I guess it's just who all wants to like actually see that side of you or be as genuine as you. Like you're not aggravated, and that's why I used to tell Fancy, you don't aggravate everybody. I'm not aggravated by you grilling or you having company or y'all playing music. I'm not aggravated. If anything, I'm gonna be aggravated if you don't invite me, cause I know it's free food and free drinks. Like I'm not aggravated by you living your life where you pay rent at. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
I just feel like it's not an aggravation. I just feel like there should be some mutual respect. Because at the end of the day, this is not a house, it is an apartment. Mm-hmm. And I know that, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm up later because I have little kids. She has older kids, the lady that lives downstairs from me. Her and her husband get up just around the same time as my husband and my kids for school. So for me, I'm going to respect that because I understand if it were me, I would want that same reciprocate. Right. That's how I feel. You know, I'm going to give you the one I live by.
Keep that same.
You have to give respect to get it. I live by it. I live by it because it's so freaking important. People don't have respect for other people, and a lot of reasons that is because they don't have respect for themselves. Yeah. That's just you know, that's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, you treat people how you want to be treated. You know, exactly. So anytime I meet somebody, I always try to give them the genuine me until you show me otherwise.
Right. Amen to that.
And then when you show me otherwise, I'm not gonna be rude nor disrespectful, but I'm gonna treat you accordingly. And that's just how I am. I know how to move now.
What you say your husband?
What's your sign?
Huh?
What you say your husband's name was?
Aaron,
get them babies. Honey, because what is going on over there in California?
That's the help I'm talking about.
Oh my God. I'm about to say, give me that baby.
Come on. I'm trying to ask a question.
Hey.
Ezekiel, you need to chill, bro.
Well, she did let us know that, you know, she's still a full-time mom, even though her husband is at home. She did let us know that.
But see, it's not even like, but see, he's trying to get him, but he don't want to go. And that's another reason why I get so frustrated because my kids are my boys are mama's boys. Okay. My boys are mama's boys. So he can get him, take him to the back, and he coming right back. He coming right back. I asked my sister, I don't get a moment. I really, really don't.
You know what, though? You probably gonna have to just run out the house, girl.
No, you know what I do?
Drop him off.
When I have my therapy sessions, I lock myself in the bathroom.
Okay.
He be girl, he be banging and crying and upset, and I just be needing. Look, I need my time. No, you can't go outside.
No, but
Oh.
seriously, I mean, you have a valid concern. You
Yeah.
you know it is valid. I'm over here joking and I'm playing, but you definitely gonna have to figure out, because just like I was telling Fancy, I was like, listen, what she gonna have to do is, since he the breadwinner and she needs to get a break, she need to take some of his money and take her a break. Cause at the end of the day, you still need your break. You still need your me time. Because if not, you're gonna lose your mind, baby.
But I'm telling you, that's why I'm back in therapy now.
Yeah.
I just had my second session. Okay, my next session is tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I've been, and it's not just my kids, but it's my health also. I'm type 2 diabetic,
Yeah.
and I mean, it just takes a toll on me. Sweetie, put it, babe. Come on, here. He
And
want to go outside or he
and
want to do something, but I need your help. I'm trying to finish. Um,
a
Come on,
lot.
Aaron, you can do it. Let's encourage him. You can do it. Yay,
You can do it, Aaron. Tell Aaron to tap into his soft guy, his soft man
yeah. See,
era.
and
He
we
got
just
Not soft man, Aaron. Get that back.
right. It's just really hard for me because on top of having to take care of the kids, take care of the house, I'm learning how to take care of myself. Like they want me to prick my finger day and night, take medicine. Now they talking about insulin, honey. I went to my first diabetic session. They tried to admit me. You admitting who? I ain't got time to be sitting up in nobody's hospital.
so
Listen, you
real
gotta take
talk,
care of yourself though. Real
Nikki,
talk.
please. Real talk. Let me tell you something that happened at my job. One of my coworkers was pre-diabetic. When I tell you, I don't know how my coworker became a full-blown diabetic, but we found him dead in his house because he did not come to work one day and they had to go and kick his door in. So let me tell you something. It is so important that you take care of yourself. You have to. And and Aaron as your husband, he have to make sure that happens, because if
Yeah.
you're not here, who's going to take care of them babies?
Aaron.
So, and if you're saying Aaron can't do it with you here, then my heart goes out to him. God forbid anything happens to you. So, along with Soft Girl Era is us learning how to take care of us. You
Definitely.
know, So because
Definitely.
we
You
are.
know what, Mom? I think that's it right there. It's no
I
more
think that
blaming
I
the
was just about
guys.
to
It's
say.
no more
I was
blaming
just
the
about to
guys.
say.
Soft girl
Yeah,
era is about us taking care of ourselves.
I
That's
dropped the
it.
mic. I dropped
That's
the
it.
You
mic.
didn't like
Okay.
that.
That's it.
That's the
That's it.
ultimate. That is the
That's it.
ultimate definition of something. Because
That
she
is
was
the
just
ultimate
asking me in the
definition.
beginning,
It
what
is
is
the
the soft
ultimate
girl? I was
definition.
like, I'm still
But
trying
that's
to
what they're
figure it
saying.
out.
Self care.
I don't
But
know.
self care comes
I
from
think that really.
it has
I
to
think
You
come
that
just
from you.
really,
You
right.
really
also have
just.
to
Soft
I
girl
think
take
that
care
era
of
really sums
you.
it
is
up.
making sure you take well care of yourself. And if
Yes.
it's F them kids, it's F them kids. It's
And
F
you
them
know what?
husband, it's F them husbands.
I'm
Make
telling
sure
you,
you
because
are okay.
that's the hardest thing for me to do, because I don't know if you guys ever had this conversation, but my sister knows, we didn't have our mom all the time. We were raised by our grandma.
Yes.
And so, I've always been a caregiver. And when my sister went off to college, everything that my sister left behind, I had to carry. So it's funny because sometimes Jesse will say, you're the little sister who act like the big sister. Because
Yeah, Fancy is childish.
I literally had to take care of my big brother and his
I'm just
son.
saying.
I've had to take care of my little sister, my little brother. And then when my mom got sick, I had to take care of my mom. And then when my grandmother couldn't do it anymore, I had to take care of my grandmother. So I don't even know what it looks like sometimes to take care of Nikki, because all I do and all I've ever done was take care of other people. So now I'm learning that I have to take those moments living with diabetes and chronic headaches and HS. If y'all don't know what HS is, look it up, because it's crazy. That's a whole conversation for another time. But I am getting to a place to where, yes, I do say F them kids, F that man. And I dip off and go get in the shower, lock the door. I even turn the light off, light a candle, and put my music on while I'm in the shower just to get that good little 10 to 15 minutes to myself. And it's something that I make sure that I do, even if it's once a week. Just have
Another day, twice a week.
Some little moment that's just for me, even if it's just a shower or a glass of wine while I'm cooking, just do something for me, because it's something that, like, I really don't know what that looks like.
And I think that
I would say, go ahead, Fancy, my bad.
I would say that I think that Miss J, she summed it up really well with the whole soccer and what we're talking about as women, just making sure that at the end of the day, we really do take care of ourselves. Because as I said before, earlier, with that soft girl, when we say being in our femininity and being submissive and pleasing and all those things, we can get lost.
Yeah.
And as a woman, sometimes you get lost and you kind of lose yourself. It's like you're so busy. Rather, it was the way that you was raised, you was brought up, you learned it. It's the way you like to be caregiving, taking care, pleasing others and doing all that stuff, to the point to where if you can't get therapy, can't get nothing, you about to go boom, blow up. You got to put yourself first and remember yourself. And some of us, we go through life or whatever in that mode of maybe too much soft girl era, too much strong, and we just completely forget about taking care of ourselves, which causes us to do the big no and to go crazy. And I'm 41 years old, and it was a big boom for me at 40. And I was like, at 40, I realized when it came to like friendships, family, and everything, Francesca, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to put yourself first, and you shouldn't feel bad about doing that. Yeah. So I think, Miss J, that is very important, and I think if we just sum it up, that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you have to also learn that
we have to take care of us.
Right. I'm teaching myself everybody emergency is not my emergency.
Yeah.
And when you teach yourself that, you're gonna disappoint a lot of people. But they have to understand, just because I'm off this day, don't mean that's your time. That's my time. Just because I'm off work, don't mean that's your time. It's my time. Everybody emergency is not emergency.
I mean, I'm feeling offended at this point.
No, besides my mom, that don't apply to her, of course.
Okay, let's be clear now, because I'm like, I was beginning to feel a little offended over here.
But no, see, on the serious note, you have to teach yourself everybody emergency is not your emergency. Because when you take that load off of you, you'll feel a lot more healthier. You'll feel like you can sleep better. You feel like you can do everything that you want to do or have the time to do. Hey, I have more time now that I just be sitting up here trying to learn how to draw or play the keyboard or something, because I be saying no. Like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I can't do that.
And I think
that's you just got to take that time.
I think that for women, that's a different level of self-care and taking care of yourself when you have said no, or you creating a space of peace for yourself and you don't feel guilty. That means you on that next level, because before, a lot of times we could feel guilty about the no or this, but when you get to a point where you don't, then it's like, okay.
Don't listen to him. Mom, that is not about you. I'd do anything in the world for you.
Wait a minute, where did
She's talking about me, brother.
No. Let me make this clear. The people that I'm talking about are the people that feel they are entitled to me and they never did anything for me for the entitlement. All I did was give you, but in return, I didn't get nothing in return. Now, my friends, Fancy, Isis, my mama, my husband, like my son, they know they can get anything out of me, because I know at the end of the day, when it comes to me, they're going to see about me. However, any other person that's calling me, hey, I need to borrow $40, I ain't got it.
Your daddy said you didn't say nothing
about
it.
Y'all are too.
Let's make it very clear.
If I gotta do something for you, it's gonna be for him too. Y'all are too. But I'm just making it clear, like, my emergency for everybody is not the emergency for everybody else. Like, and sometimes people give what they can't receive from other people, or they, like me, I know my time is occupied, so I may just send a gift, hey, this is for your kids. Tell them happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Because I know I got my own family I got to tend with. Or I got my own son's sports stuff I got to deal with. So I'm rooting for her. I see the films, the recordings, or whatever. I'm on there. I'm commenting, good job, or whatever like that. Like sometimes that stepping up support don't always have to be like right in face. Exactly. It's just to know that somebody is there and they're rooting for you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's like the most important part. I feel like that's the most important part for women. They just want to feel like somebody is there when they in time of need or when they down, they need somebody to talk to. So Isis, I mean not Isis, but Fancy, when she turned 40, she was emotional. Damn it, like emotional. And I had to tell her, you entitled, whatever you feeling, you is very valid.
Exactly. It's validated.
If you need to cry, you cry. But once you cry about it, don't go back there. You close that chapter. I had to tell her so many times, man, F her. She don't deserve you. Like if she don't notice your worth, then let her go, Fancy. But I get why Fancy is like that, because you remind me a lot of Fancy. I think I love you too. You know, because you remind me of Fancy. But
we got to go to California, and can we stay with you when we come?
Her neighbors gonna be mad now. So we're gonna be in there clean up.
Please come. Please
we're gonna be like, Aaron, get them kids. Go on now.
Please come. Please come. I love people. I love to cook. I love to feed people.
My sister could cook
love
too.
it.
And I would love to come because I love for people to do that for me.
Yes,
so,
see,
I love real it. Good.
But that's just how we are. You know, it's like we just give. You know, but I'm not mad about it. I love who I am, you know, but I am going to start taking those moments for Nikki and getting back to, no, not even getting back to, figuring out who Nikki is now, you know, and just moving forward and taking care of me.
That's good.
You know,
Nikki, because when you are, because you've always had to take care of people, even at a young age. I'm preaching to the choir, right? Because I am the same. My mom died when I was 15. I've taken care, raised my siblings. I've raised my nieces and nephews. I raised my own children. You know, I even got godchildren that, you know, they Mama J me to, they Mama J me. They love Mama J.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But
I got a problem with that.
Well, you know, she do. But, you know, I love all my children. And
you only got 2. What are you talking about?
Who she sound like, Nikki?
Don't be selfish, okay?
I'm a Pisces. I'm gonna let you know.
Let me tell you, I'm like selfish when it comes to mine. When I say everybody,
we felt like that with
mama
when we was coming up.
Everybody and their mama was at our house. They wanted a piece of my grandma, and we were selfish with her. But now I see why, because everybody is like that with me. My daughter's friends, they always want to be here. My sister's friends, they call me for advice. My brother come over here and be like, "Can you make me a plate? Can you make your nephew a plate?" I mean, I've literally become my grandmother.
Yeah.
My grandmother would feed anybody. Her favorite saying, she will always say this: if you walked into my grandma's house and you said, "Hey, Grandma, I'm down on my luck. I need some help," this is what she say. She said, "I don't have a room for you, but you can find a place on the floor and you can stay." I mean, she's done it for people just off the street. She took my husband in when when he started having issues. Everybody was like, "Oh, she has a live-in boyfriend and all of this." Nobody liked it, but it wasn't even like that.
Oh, it was like that. We know.
She saw him in need, and she just wanted to help take care of him. You know, so that's just who my grandmother was, and I think that it just kind of carried.
I'm just gonna say it right here. I don't care how much a boyfriend or girlfriend. You not laying up in my house with them.
You know I
was a grown woman, and I was a grown woman, and I'm engaged. My mama said, "Y'all ain't married." No,
you cannot. Oh,
that was my grandmother's vulnerable state.
Man, support for the most part is free. If you can't support, you definitely can't eat with the mob. We ain't feeding strays. And a lot of MFers
I'm sorry, give me
be
one
strays.
second. Sorry.
Mossberg. See, he's so gangster. This is super soft. This is so soft. But you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But you know, at the same time, that's me. That's me. What's I mean,
Definitely. I definitely get that from Isis. You are a giver, girl. You definitely
she
are.
is a giver.
I can
Isis,
agree.
like I'm trying to tell you, if it wasn't for Isis with that wedding when it came to planning that trip, oh my God, I knew right then and there. I was like, that's my mother best friend right there.
Hey, Brandy,
You
that's
better,
my cousin Brandy.
you better. I'm talking about like, yes, the way she like showed up for me, and she had just had a baby. She had just like, you know, she's trying to get back to herself. Imagine what all she going through, and she put all that aside because of my big day.
Yes. And that's why she's still my daughter to this day.
That's why she's still around. Count how many around me now.
Not me.
It's just 2. I got rid of a lot of them. And there's no shade to nobody. Some people we just didn't, you know, I just outgrew them.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't be with you on no more. I'm different now. I'm a different woman. I'm a married woman. Like I can't be doing these things no more. So I'm gonna just separate myself while you do those things. And you hit me up when you get on the other side.
And then sometimes we have to realize is that it's not us getting rid of those people. It's God moving those folks out of our way. Because in the day, we may think it's us. It's not us. It's him. Because the next level is not meant for them to go with you. So they got to go. They cannot stay because they can hinder your next level. Because sometimes what's your blessing? God don't want nobody else around you to inherit that or be blessed by that, because it's not for them, it's for you. So they have to be detached from you. And and that's the thing with detachment. Detachment is painful. When you detach something, you are dissembling it and it cannot go back. So, you know, and that it's painful. But hey, it may not feel good, but it do be for your good. So Nikki, detach yourself, baby, from so many things that is hindering you, because a lot of your sicknesses and your stress is coming from
you keeping company that I'm supposed to be around.
You're gonna have to let them go, because you got to be there for you, your babies, and your husband. Because even if Aaron is not a good babysitter, I'm just saying
he's a glorified babysitter.
Yeah, I'm saying at the end of the day, that is really not the root issue. The root issue is that you're giving to too many other people.
Right.
Because if you cut some of those off, you'll find that the support that Aaron do give you is gonna be enough, because that's your husband.
Aaron keep getting in the photo.
Saying your name.
Okay, Aaron, we're gonna keep talking about you. What them kids at?
We coming to Cali to see y'all.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have you in the group chat. Watch.
Yep. The 2 boys.
Mossberg said, let's get messy. Who you talking about, SV? Mossberg, I am in my soft girl era right now. I do not want to deal with no mess. So they know who they are. And if they watching, if the shoe fit, then wear it. Because I'm not defending myself. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just speaking how I feel. That's my piece. And I'm gonna go on about my business. And if, like I said, if the shoe fit, then wear it. Cinderella.
She got
like, wear it.
Yeah.
She got every size out there. So pick your size and get right.
Yeah, like I'm in my soft girl era. I ain't got time for no drama. But and
I
I just walk in the heart. You know, I'm so drama free. Now I block people in a heartbeat. My block list is really long.
No problem.
And I hate that they can't see this glow up that I'm on right now.
Yeah.
So
don't worry, you can unlock them.
Look the other way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my administrator to do that.
Yeah.
Well, Nikki, we can still keep our good, genuine, heart sister. We just have to, again, like Miss J and SV said, you have to make sure that energy and what we like to do, whatever, is connected with the right energy and the right people. And you just And no matter what, if you fall short, you make mistakes, life continues to teach us that. Like now, 2024, a lot is being revealed. And because we're givers, and also speaking of myself, we're givers and we love hard. The people that we love hard and we love genuine, we don't play about them. We don't play about them. We don't want nobody taking advantage of them or nothing. Like hopefully one day we can have my cousin Brandy, who is somewhere in the chat here. She said her name is Brandy, but you know, she is family, but she's also just like my everything. Somebody that you could talk to that's not like judgmental, like nothing. She'd be like, okay, friend. And then also can make you think and check you too, but still is like all around still loving you. And sometimes she even laughs. I'd be like, hey, I look at her and be like, you ever see somebody that's you think you nice and they nicer than you? You know, and she's so nice and giving to everyone to the point that because of the way that I am, sometimes it'd be something that maybe I should remove myself or not be involved in. But I'm like, this is my cousin, my friend, my sister, everything. And I feel like because she's so nice and I know that of her and people are taking advantage of her and stuff like that, it's like, cause you go do that. I don't even like, she'd be like, come on, friend. But I'd be like, I'm just going to sit back or I'm going to chill because I know how we rock together. But because her heart is so big and she's so merciful, you know what I'm saying? She's going to go whatever, even though my blinders are not, I'm not blind. My blinders are off. I'm like, I don't think that setting or those people mean her no good is draining her. And she's so talented and gifted. So hopefully one day we'll be able to have her join on this podcast as a mother of three, entrepreneur and a very skilled and talented woman. That's the one who I also do catering with too as well.
About your family, y'all, they all got them children. All of them
that's the cousin that got
they used to have the kids too. It's just all their kids grown now.
Who you talking about?
Y'all.
We did. I'm telling you, I feel y'all. We used to have a house full of kids, but yeah, all of them grown now. Mimi was one of those. SV was one of those kids. So you know,
I know you just did call. You know what? We got 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up on that note. You at the time come bringing out my name like that. Only people call me. The people that call me that they know. But anyways, it was definitely a pleasure, and we you coming on the show today, Nikki. It was definitely eye-opening to hear your story and your side because you know we don't get that. I'm a housewife with 3 kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm still finding a hard time to become soft. You know, like they think that's what we want. We're not saying, oh, we want to be a stay-at-home mom or whatever like that. What we saying is we just want to be treated a little softer. Acknowledge us, acknowledge our feelings, our emotions, acknowledge how we feel. Act on it after we talk to you about it. That's what we want.
I said it better myself, honey. You just hit it right on the knob.
That's
okay, Aaron.
okay.
So we're gonna wrap it up. You can let people know where they can follow you if y'all have any more additional questions, because you know the questions just stop popping up all of a sudden. I don't know what was going on, but we're gonna try to get to everybody's question next show. I said it every show.
Thank you so much, you guys. I really enjoyed you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, sis.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and introduce yourself and you can follow you from.
Thank you.
Tell us where we can follow you at, Nikki.
Oh, I'm on Facebook, Nikki Williams, and I'm on Instagram. My government name is Osborne Williams.
We all have our government names.
Don't think too much into it, honey.
Okay. Did I look like I was thinking hard?
I know. I was like, wait, what?
It's so much of that darn
Miss J, where they can follow you?
You all can follow me at Pandoria01 on Instagram. You can follow me at Miss J Instagram. You can follow me.
You got so many.
You can follow me wherever.
Okay. Fancy. Yeah, Fancy.
Hey everybody, it's Fancy. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. My government name as well, Francesca Lewis, on both.
Yeah, I know who it is. It's your girl SV. I didn't do much talking because I wanted to listen to more of the story. Right. But I think I pretty much got an idea what this show gonna be about next. Because what we do is we let you talk and then I come back to the next show and I talk about the stuff that you were saying. But don't change who you are for nobody. And at the end of the day, you got to make sure you take care of yourself. Like I said, sometimes you got to say if that man and if them kids. It's about Nikki today.
Cause I'm sure on that if them kids, boy. I'm gonna take that, SB. I'm really gonna take it.
You know who I work for. Don't make me report you. All right. Well, y'all know where to follow me. Vandella Music on IG, and you can follow me on Shamisia Vandella on Facebook. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Tell a friend, tag some people, bring people to the show. We here for a long time, not a good time.
Hey.
All right.
Bye.
Biggest heart, so can you endure this pain?
Well, I think I said that backwards. It's supposed to be here for a good time, not a long time. Why ain't nobody correct me?